Hello, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbau, and let's start over the 2023 ITTF West Africa Table Tennis Championship, which came to an end earlier today, now with Ghana failing to win any medal in the singles category as Nigeria enjoyed success. Well, Lawrence Beidou monitored proceedings for Joy Sports and came to with this report.
Ghana opened its doors to the rest of West Africa earlier this week as it hosted the 2023 ITTF Western Africa Regional Table Tennis Championships. The four-day event saw 7 countries come to the Trust Sports Emporium to demonstrate their table tennis skills in an attempt to secure qualification to the 2023 African Championships to be held in Tunisia. At the end of the tournament, Nigeria continued their dominance in the region, winning gold medals in all 4 categories of the competition to finish as the best performing country. Nigeria completed a clean sweep in the women's singles category, winning gold, silver and bronze medals. Bello Fatimu, who was winning the competition for the 4th time, shared experience from the tournament.
I need more training. Like my opponent in the finals, she was a good player. Like the match was really tough.
From here, you are moving to the African Championship, which obviously is a big stage. Yeah. What should Nigerians and then West Africans expect from you?
The best of me.
All right, thank you. She also led Nigeria to winning gold in the women's team category, where Ghana came up second, winning the silver medal. Cynthia Kwabi was Ghana's captain in the category and said she had a good experience from the WTTC and looks forward to the African Championship in Tunisia.
Well, I think it's true with training and determination, and also me having a bit experience in playing Commonwealth Games and African Championship made me to be able to put on my maximum best and helping our team to win medal for our nation Ghana. I think going forward we will keep on training, we put on our maximum best. As you can see, the women, we qualified for Tunisia, that's the continental qualification, and with the singles, I also qualified because they will take up to 8 players, which I was able to place 5th in the singles. So I think it's a great opportunity for me to go and learn more in order to exhibit my talent in terms of when it comes to another tournament for me.
In the men's singles and team categories, Nigeria were second to none and claimed gold medal, with Amadi Omer being the standout player. He explains that the African Championship may come too early for him to compete, but was pleased with his performance at his first West Africa Regional Championship participation.
And the tournament is very hard for day one. So I was gradually fighting and winning all my match. So I'm so excited for finally I won the whole match from men's single and the main team. I won 2 gold medalists. I'm so excited. Because I have confidence because I train in Nigeria a lot. I train very well. My coach really trained me. I also thank God for my coach and the federation for allowing me to come to Ghana to participate for this West African competition. This is my first time to participate for West African competition in Ghana.
After guiding Nigeria to excellence at the tournament in Accra, their coach says the target now is to focus on the next competitions ahead.
So we have African Championships in Kenya by next month on the 4th of May. We have only two men and 2 women that are going. I don't know, Kodri, Maetawu, Fatima, Bello, and then Tocho Miche. When we go back to Nigeria now, we are going to be in an intensive camp, intensive training, prepared fully before we proceed to Kenya. From Kenya, we now go to Tunisia for the African. When we get there, we'll meet other African players over there. And I believe we'll try our best.
Ghana's male team picked up a bronze medal despite losing the men's team 3rd place playoff game to Ivory Coast. The first 4 countries in the team's categories qualified to the 2023 African Championships, while the first 8 from the singles also advanced to the main tournament.
Let's do some football now, and head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko Abdul Gazelle has bemoaned the performance of his players following their 2-0 loss to Great Olympics in the Ghana Premier League. According to him, the team's inability to keep a consistent run of form has put their chances of retaining the Ghana Premier League in jeopardy. He emphasized that he is now forced to tone down on the constant assurances to the fans if the team's performance does not improve in the remaining fixtures.
Didn't do well in the first 10-15 minutes. We considered an early goal around 8th minute, which I think it was avoidable. A second goal came as soon as we lost. We went in to attack for a corner kick. It's very disappointing to see a playing team like this who need to push up. Anytime we think that we are coming on top, something happening. In fact, I was very disappointed in the first half the way we played. Because if we were to play the way we played in the second half, it wouldn't be the same results that we just ended the game with. So I think we have to go back, keep on working to see how best we'll end the league. Looking at the nature of the attitude of the players, if you continue to keep on promising this way, I don't think I'll be fair to myself. Because anytime we think that we are going to win an away match, we end up giving the match out. So in fact, we have to pick it one after the other. If you are able to get on top of the league, fine. But we cannot continue playing this way and we expect to be on top of the league. We'll go back and work towards the next match we're coming to play on Sunday.
Let's take a look at the standings now, and Kumasi Asante Kotoko are left in 5th position, but it's the Diana Stars who are leading the table as it stands, and you can see Diana Stars leading the table with 50 points. Second place, Midiama, 47 points. Bechim United are lying 3rd with 45 points, and Brekum Chelsea are lying 4th with 43 points. So Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko are not part of the top 4 of the Ghana Premier League as it stands. You can see Kotoko lying 5th and Hearts of Oak lying 6th. Over there. And Great Olympics, after their win against Kotoko yesterday, jumped to 15th and on the road to avoiding relegation. And the bottom 3, the teams that if the league to end today, they will be going to Division 1 is Dreams FC and Swancherman FC and Kotoku Royals. They are languishing at the bottom of the Ghana Premier League table. And for the games coming up this weekend, the Beginning Gold Stars will play Great Olympics. Then in Swancherman will play Midiama. Karela United and Brekum Chelsea will be in action. Asante Kotoko will host Tamale City at the Barra Sports Stadium. Then Bechim United will play Samatex. Dreams FC will host Legon Cities. Accra Lions and Real Tamale United will play. Then Accra Heart of Oak at the Accra Sports Stadium will play Ken Pfizer. Kotoku Royals will then host league leaders Ediana Stars. Let's get to England now, and Pep Guardiola has been speaking ahead of their game against Fulham on Sunday, and he believes that the title race is not over despite Manchester City's thumping win over Arsenal on Wednesday. According to him, the team will have to win all of its remaining matches to secure the Premier League, a task which he believes will not be easy. Manchester City is currently lying 2nd with 73 points, 2 behind leaders Arsenal on 75 points with 2 games more than Manchester City. And we'll bring you that very soundbite from Pep Guardiola later in the bulletin. But let's just take a look at the fixtures coming up this weekend in the English Premier League. And is, of course, Manchester City will be playing Fulham there. But also, of course, you can see Manchester City will be playing Fulham. But it starts with Crystal Palace playing West Ham. Brentford will play Nottingham Forest. Then Brighton will play Wolves. Bournemouth will be in action against Leeds United, Fulham, and Manchester City. Then Manchester United against Aston Villa. Some top 4 plays struggle there. Newcastle will play bottom place Southampton. The Liverpool against Tottenham Hotspur. Leicester City and Everton will also be in action on Monday. Well, joining us via Zoom to try and do some analysis of the happenings in the English Premier League is Philip Sicho Ashrim. Sicho, thanks very much for joining us on Prime Sports, but it's getting ever interesting in the English Premier League. At the top, even the struggle for top 4 in the English Premier League is getting ever interesting. But what do you make, first of all, of the comments by Pep Guardiola that indeed it is not over until it is over? See if you can unmute. Yeah, if you can just unmute yourself.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Great.
I think for Pep Guardiola, what he's trying to tell his players is that the job is not yet done. Because when you look at the league table as it stands, Manchester City are still on top of the table. They'll still have to win games to make sure that they are champions. So he, the manager, will be happy that they've beaten their main competitors.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be quick enough to tell his players the job is done. He just wants them to know that there is still somewhat way to go to confirm that they are champions of the Premier League.
Interesting. Then there's a game between Aston Villa and Manchester United. It's a struggle for top four. Aston Villa are currently lying 5th on the league table. And of course, I was listening to Unai Emery before the game, and he was making a point that, well, as far as playing the Champions League is concerned, he's a little skeptical about it, especially because of the game against Manchester United this weekend. That should be an interesting fixture, especially with United dropping points against Tottenham Hotspur yesterday.
Absolutely, it should be, considering the form in which Aston Villa are. They are one of the most informed teams at the turn of the year in 2023. They are playing some fabulous football. Unai Emery has been able to get the best out of the group of players that he's got. And as you mentioned, on the back of Manchester United's recent results, especially away from home, he hasn't looked good. They are kicked out of Europe in the Europa League. They dropped even like 2 points because they scored twice and considered twice in that second half against Spurs.
Yeah.
So United at the moment wouldn't be all confident. But one thing we know of United this season is that at home, they are a different team to what we see when they are away from home. So United fans will be hopeful that at Old Trafford they are able to get a result. But they are playing against a very good manager, Unai Emery, whose team will give any Premier League side some headache or something to think about. I actually think United might be in trouble at Old Trafford over this fixture.
Yeah, I mean, interesting. You think they might be in trouble, but you just mentioned Spurs, and they were playing Liverpool, and Liverpool appear to be picking up just at a very important stage of the league, hoping they could play in Europe some sort. But I mean, talk to me about Tottenham Hotspur, where Ryan Mason picked a point against Manchester United. The team clearly is finding their mojo back, but they're playing against Liverpool, who also have picked up after a very torrid season.
Believe me, I think that scoreline for Spurs and Manchester United, I'm not sure Spurs should read so much into it. Because in that second 45 minutes, Manchester United were that poor. And Spurs in the first half were extremely poor. Against any good side, the game would have been out of sight before Spurs even reacted in that second half. Manchester United just didn't make most of their chances. Spurs are going to have a slow start against Liverpool, as they did against Manchester United. Maybe Liverpool will be out of sight before Spurs can react in that second 45. So I think that, yes, it's momentum for them, because what that means is that they've bounced back, they've not been defeated, they're on a draw.
Yeah.
But going into the game against Liverpool at Anfield, I genuinely do not see how Spurs get around Liverpool. Because Liverpool have got, they've got quality in the side. Tony Gakpo is scoring, Mo Salah is on the score sheet, Diogo Jota has joined the scoring as well. I think I fancy Liverpool going into this game much more than Spurs, because in that United game was a proper game of two halves. United didn't make the most of it in that first half, and Spurs got the mojo back where United were poor in the second.
I mean, let's wrap up with some Ghanaian players whose teams appear to be in a relegation battle. Talk about Daniel Amati, Leicester City. They are in the mix. Talk about Andre Dede Ayew's Nottingham Forest. They are also in the mix. And it almost looks inevitable for Kamal Din, Mohamed Salisu, Southampton. Not sure, Sicho. Is there a miracle ever going to happen for any of these two sides to try and avoid a relegation, especially Southampton? And Kamal Din, having been signed from Stade Rennais and hoping to thrive in the English Premier League, he will have to go and play at the Championship if they are unable to do something.
I feel sorry for Kamal Din, but I don't see how Southampton are going to survive. Kamal Din and Salisu, I don't see how they're going to survive. The team is just too thin. They don't have enough quality in the side, and the points between them and getting out of the drop is so huge. You don't see where they're going to pick the points from. I think Leicester City have got something. I think Dean Smith is a very good manager. I didn't quite work for him this season at Aston Villa, or last season at Aston Villa when he was sacked.
Yeah.
But he knows the Premier League at least. And since he came through, he's doing the basic things. Some of the players who fell out with Rodgers, he's trusted them again. Vardy is playing more. Soyuncu is playing more. And we've seen a better Leicester City team. I think they will get more points on the board, and maybe, just maybe, Leicester will survive. And Nottingham Forest, I'm absolutely pleased for them, for the victory they had over Brighton, because that was crucial. I don't know, beating Brighton, they would have been in trouble. But I think they also have got what it takes to pick some points, especially at home. They've got decent players, they've got great attackers. If they can keep it tight at the back and not concede goals, maybe Nottingham Forest will survive. So we could see Andre Ayew's team surviving and Daniel Amate's team surviving. I'm just not sure. about Kamaldeen Suleiman and Salisu team.
Joe, thanks very much. We appreciate your time, and that's Joe with some very expert analysis on the English Premier League and over there. But there's more on myjawline.com/sports. Do have a lovely evening.